So I'm back. I feel like it's been a few days, but actually been kind of busy with flea marketing, sort of. This weekend was kind of nice. On Friday and Saturday, I went to extravaganza near me. Oh, sorry, I'm readjust myself here. So I did get a few items. I still haven't done that video yet. I didn't do any walkthrough on the video itself, but I do have some items that I got. Josh and I got, so I'm looking forward to making that video. But so I'm a little like out of order here, but I want to head out today. I want to hit Goodwill, a couple Goodwills. I also want to hit the one antique store. They have the silent auction in the back, so I want to check out their new items, see if they have anything interesting. And I think I'm going to head to Wawa and get a nice coffee. I haven't had coffee yet today, and then I need to hit Walmart because I need to get some potting soil for some plants that I'm propagating. They really, really need to get into dirt. Right now they're just sitting in water and their roots are growing, but they really need to get into some soil. And I think that's it. So anyway, I figured I'd take you guys along and just all kind of hang out together, see if I find anything cool at Goodwill. You never know. Some days it's hit or miss. It really is. Sometimes I feel like I find a ton of good stuff, and then I can go days and weeks with like absolutely nothing. So it's kind of discouraging. But I'm hoping today I'll find something cool. And if nothing else, it'd be nice to get out of the house. It's cold and dreary and rainy. Yesterday I was feeling like crap, so I really didn't go anywhere. I went to the grocery store because we needed some items for dinners. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's head on out, and because that's it. Okay, I usually like to do a little walk up to the building, but since it's raining and it's cold today, I'm going to make a mad dash for it. So here's the front of the store. That's where I'm going. Okay, walking. I actually was gonna leave the sound on this, but when this door closes, there's a loud metal squeak, so I muted that for you. You are very welcome. I don't usually get a basket, but this time around, I decided to go ahead and get a little basket, just in case. Go back and see what they got. These gold leaf glasses were really tempting, but then when I saw the $3.99 price, I was like, no. We do collect some of those, but more the smaller glasses, like little, I guess you would say cocktail glasses. A nice little collection here of dog figurines, just so sweet. Like, you know that was someone's full collection. Oh, this beautiful rose dish. I thought this was a really creative way to decorate an older bottle. Just kind of more filmed for to keep in mind later on when I want to do crafting. I'm like, what can I do with this bottle? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that one from Goodwill. Oh, this bowl caught my eye immediately. I think it's the colorful flowers. But I was so bummed out. There's big, massive cracks in the bowl. Can you see them? Yeah, that's... If you're just going to put like flowers in it, maybe, but I don't know. But they were hand-painted flowers on there. And whoever did it did an amazing job. Just beautiful. It's a shame it was cracked, though. Just checking out the mugs. I don't know why I do that. Like, I don't buy mugs, but I think I know why. There's some more on the rare side Pyrex mugs. So I think every once in a while, I just kind of glance over just to make sure I'm not missing anything important. I get caught up in just the different patterns. So I was sipping a coffee here. Oh yeah, this brass vintage magazine holder. Or book holder, whatever you wanted to use it for. I already own two. It was really tempting. I think I was considering getting this, and to be honest, I forgot about it by the time I left. But it's just as well, like, I don't think I need it right now. $6.99. Not a bad price for that. Really, honestly, I've got them between $3 and $4. I've got them a little bit cheaper in the past, but that's more than fair. If you go on eBay, they go for a lot more. Oh, I kind of wish I grabbed it now. Oh, this little tiny, like, liquor bottle. I think it was for, I'm not sure what kind. I wanted to get it for our little bottle collection, but it doesn't stand up. Like, it didn't have a flat bottom. It was, like, made to lie down, and it's hard to display, so I did leave it behind. But I love the blue glass. It's so pretty. And I believe it's a green tag week, so that has a little green Goodwill price tag on it, so it would have been actually $2.50. Again, I actually forgot about that, but I have enough ribbon that I'm not using anyway, so just as well. Now, that plate didn't look old to me, but this bowl did. Something, I guess, about how it was just worn, like the white was turning like a brown color. But I just love the look of it. It's really neat. I can see like dinner rolls in there. At first I thought this was like a really cool vintage dish. But I mean, it might be vintage, but it's not high quality at all. Like the paint, like the color is just like painted on. If you look real close, yeah, it's all scraping off. That was a bit of a bummer. Oh, and let me say, Goodwill had a good purse stash yesterday. Sometimes I'll go over and look and I just, like, nothing catches my eye. And then yesterday, or when I did this, there's quite a few purses and handbags that caught my eye. This is the first one. I just love the colors in the black background. And with all of them, I'm always trying to look for the brand, and then like to research them a little bit before I buy them. None of them had high value or anything, so I just bought the ones that I thought were cool. Except for this one. Like, I did think this one was cool. I left it behind for two reasons. Um, One, it smelled like mildew. Like, it had been in someone's mildewed basement for a while. And two, it was on the big side. Like, I just don't think I would have put too much in there. But I love the look of it. This adorable gold clutch with this metal chain. Very nice. I was looking for the price tag, and then I realized it was like on the chain. There we go. Not too bad. Wonder what that was brand new. Again, none of the ones that I got, I did get a few. No, I take it back. One is a brand name. Yeah, this one. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love the color. Good old Liz Claiborne. She's been around a while. I had to try it out and see how it looked. You gotta see if they work. Even though it didn't match my outfit at the time. Oh, and these stupid little pink purses caught my eye too. Totally not practical, so I did leave them behind. But the inside was really pretty. And you can tell it's probably from like the 90s, because look at the little tiny cell phone holders. For the, what was it called? The Nokia phone. Like, that's for a little Nokia phone. Though I have to say, though, in the early 2000s, I did have a flip phone. Like a small flip phone, I think would have fit in there as well. So it could have been for the early 2000s as well. Actually, probably more early 2000s. I don't think there's a whole lot of cell phones in the 90s. There was, but definitely became more prevalent in the early 2000s for sure. I spotted these little vintage owls. Wall hanging. They're very lightweight. They almost feel like they're made out of foam. Probably were. Or something similar anyway. Probably about a good 10 years ago, I was obsessed with anything vintage owls. I would have bought them forever ago. All right, we're on to the next Goodwill. I had tried doing a video walking in, but there's too many people in cars, and it was stressing me out. So I'm like, okay, forget it. We're just going to walk in. It's fantastic vintage brass towel rack. I'm assuming it's a towel rack. That's what it looks like to me. This little end table with the lamp on it. I have to say, I get the genius behind it. They're not my style, but how nice is it to have a lamp, like your light, especially if you're sitting on a sofa and you want to read a good book. Having that light above you and the lamp not taking up space on the tabletop. I can see the convenience. Oh, sorry. I apologize. I was trying to figure out the zoom on my phone. This adorable little dish set with the cherries on it were so cute. Only $1.99 for the set, or for the cup and saucer. And they actually had, I wanted to pull it out, but there were some things tangled in the wire. But there was like a bowl, and it looked like a cream and a sugar, and I think a salt and pepper. So anyone who's into cherries was going to be like happy that day. I didn't do a whole lot of filming in this particular store because my arm started to get full with a couple things that I bought, so there's not a whole lot of footage in here. Yeah, this caught my eye, and I'm glad I grabbed it because look at the brand. Flip it over, Holly. Show everybody. Yeah, it's that that Denmark stuff, that dansk, however you say it. So I definitely grabbed that. This massive bowl was really neat. I think it's one of those Victorian like styled bowls where you'd have like a pitcher inside of it for like washing your hands or whatever. I actually think that bowl would have been really cool to turn to a little sink. Like if you had a little tiny home you were building, that would make an amazing sink. This dishware set was so pretty. I can't remember if I get a price on these. Oh yeah, there we go, $2.99. That's not too bad for that, I don't think. Really neat tile. Independence Hall. Actually, I guess technically it's like a trivet or like a pot holder. I guess because of the cork on the bottom. This reminds me of like really old cottages in England. That was pretty. Okay, just about done at Goodwill here. And now we are on to the antique shop. Again, I apologize. I didn't do any walk up to the building, so there's not a whole lot of segue. Roly-poly tins. I used to have a bunch of those. They are fun. Ronald McDonald. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Pyrex bowls. I just like to check on Pyrex every once in a while, see what people are asking for. I like just to keep up to date with the prices because they tend to go up and down. Lately they've been going up. Pink gooseberry Pyrex always makes me happy. And $54 for that, that's not too bad, honestly. It actually looks pristine, truthfully. Like so much eye candy in this place. And this Blendo pitcher, I came close to buying it because Josh loves the Blendo sets, patterns, colors, what have you. And we don't have a pitcher. So actually, I kind of forgot about that. I might go back for that at some point in time. This is really cool, but I don't think it was vintage. I think that's why it was only $18.99. It's really pretty nonetheless. I love this setup, or how this vendor set up this little section here. This little section made me so happy how everything was just set out. Sorry, just dropped my stylus. A nice little tin. I was kind of in the mood to buy tins today. Or, I guess technically this was yesterday, yeah. I love this elephant bowl. I don't know why I didn't get that. I'm gonna have to go back for that because I really like it. It's like a perfect noodle bowl. I can add it to my collection. Look, it's a happy elephant. It's so cute. Quite honestly, I'm sorry. I think this picture's just a little ugly. But hey, to each his own. If you like them, that's great. I think I just don't care for brown. Just not a thing. Oh, I love these shakers. These are so cool. Actually, these would be fun if you didn't want to use them as shakers, but you want to save like little hat pins or something. That'd be cool for that. Or even like toothpicks. I think this is the booth. Yeah, this is the booth. The lady who has this booth, I just met her this day, technically yesterday. But I love everything in here. It's just beautifully set up, really creatively done. Like she totally put herself into this booth. It's just everything. It's just so lovely. And she has like a lot of little lamps in there with like warm lighting. And this is a soft glow, and there's colors and there's textures, and it's just, oh, I love it. Just gonna show, and this is her booth. Like I stood back. I think this is it. Oh, and this is the side of it. In a second, I do stand back, and I kind of get more of an overall view for like look at it. Oh, I love. I could live there. Anyway, I just want to quick show you that. Oh, I made out well at the little antique shop. There's so much stuff in there. There's a couple of booths in there that are my absolute favorite. And the booth that I bought items. Sorry, someone in my try not to get people's. You're in my view. But anyway, the two booths especially that I love always have great stuff. Like the one's more retro and kitschy, like his old kitchen stuff. Kitschy, sorry. And then the other booth that I bought my 3 items from, oh my word, her booth, I could live in there. I could totally live in there. Like the lighting's just right. She's got stuff every square inch, but it's like, it's cute stuff. Some of it's vintage, some of it's crafty. There's books, there's the little case, like, you know, I got some footage of it, but oh my word. And I've seen her there once before, but today I actually got to talk with her. I don't know her name. I should have asked her name. But anyway, sweetest little lady. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet too. Like she matches her booth. She's just like sweet and bubbly, and oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm going to quick head to Walmart. I need to get potting soil, and I actually want to look for something that I saw on the Claire's Facebook page that popped up in my ads today or the other day. But I know Walmart actually sells some items from Claire's. So I want to see if they have those items, and then I'm going to go home and have lunch, and then hopefully I will finish up this video for you guys. Okay, I got my iced coffee. And to be honest, this is from yesterday. I actually went thrifting and antiquing yesterday, and I'm finally finishing up the end here. So if I keep talking about yesterday, it's the stuff that's on this video. It's just, in my head, it's yesterday. One more sip. Okay. So the iced, I got this cold brew foam thingy at Wawa. Very, very good. It's like chocolate or something, but it was so stinking sweet. It was way too sweet. It's like taking a spoonful of sugar and like some chocolate syrup. So I actually mixed it with some coffee I made this morning and just kind of like iced it down, and it's way better. So in some ways, it's actually kind of nice getting an iced coffee at some of these places like Sheetz or Wawa. Even Dunkin', like they're good. They're just, for me anyway, they're like way too sweet. So I can take them home and I can dilute them in other coffee, and then I get like a couple days of iced coffee. Like I just stretch it out. So it's kind of nice. Anyway, I'm gonna dive into what I got yesterday at the first Goodwill. I haven't bought a purse in forever, and well, I shouldn't say forever, but when I see purses or handbags that are a little unique or a little different, or they just catch my eye, if I get them for a good price, or if I can get them for a good price, then I will. So I got this cute little gold clutch. I have no idea if I'll even use it. As a matter of fact, I might even see if my niece wants it. She's really into girly stuff, glitz and glam and all that. So I think she might actually use this. She's almost 13. I think she's almost 13. So this is one of those items where I couldn't pass it up. Like, it was just so cute. It's just like, it's solid. It's not, it won't squish or anything. So if you have like a little phone or like makeup or whatever, it'll keep everything safe. I love the long chain. And this was $4.99. Yeah, $4.99. Isn't that a bad little clutch? I don't think there was a brand name, and I didn't actually check. No, just a made in China tag, but it's a sweet little clutch. Actually, I don't think it would fit if I'm holding it up to my phone. No, my phone would not fit in here. So I got that more because it was a good deal, and I thought, well, somebody someday soon might need one, so I will have one in hand and they can have it. The other we're all tucked. Hold on. Okay, we're all tied up. So I got this purse. I was really honestly first pulled in by like the black background and then the vibrant florals. I just think that's so pretty. This also was $4.99. As you can see, oops. I've got to learn to get closer to the camera lens. But anyway, it is a little buggered up here, as you can see. It's seen some damage. I don't believe there's a brand name on this one either. I looked at it real quick. It does have a little, I don't know if you call that rust or milk. I think it's rust. A little green in there. I don't think it's that old, honestly, but it's got the nice thick zipper, like a thick, hefty zipper, and usually thicker, heftier zippers on purses, usually with older purses. But again, this is made in China, so, but I liked it. The reason I got it is it's basically a glorified wallet. It's basically all it is. But the reason I got this is I think it'd be really, yeah, I'm holding it up against my phone because I want to see if my phone's gonna fit in here. But when I go to the flea market, I don't want to carry a big old purse. And the bigger my purse is, and I don't know if you have the same problem, but the bigger my purse is, the more crap I seem to store in there, and it gets heavier and heavier. So this is perfect. I can literally just put my cash in, a couple credit cards, my license, and my phone. And it won't be real heavy. And it's really, really long strap. So I can easily put it, like if I put stuff on one shoulder, that shoulder gets so sore. Sorry, I'm distracted by a hawk flying around out there. But this one is nice because you can do the crossover. So, you know, even if my phone and, you know, whatever puts enough weight on it that it might over like an hour or so strain it, the crossover just helps with the whatever. So anyway, so I got that. Again, really cute. It'll be easy for me to store too because it's really small. But oh my word, isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, I just love that. Okay, moving on. And then I did get the huge Liz Claiborne purse. It's not leather or anything. It's all like faux materials, but, and I guess that'll make a lot of people happy because not everyone is into the whole real leather thing, which I understand. You know, to each his own. But I love the color, and I love like the faux leather, like the faux alligator look. And I did pay a little bit more for this one, and I think I paid retail. I don't think online they're going for anything more than this. I got, was it $9.99? Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, Holly. Can you try a little bit harder to do a little bit better? Okay, there we go. Again, backwards, but you can see. But yeah, I had to get this one. I just thought it was really fun. And also, I have a couple summer dresses that I think it'll go really well with. And it's huge. Like I just said, you know, I will load that sucker up and then I will have shoulder aches for a month. But it's cute, so whatever. All right, the next item that I got is this frame. It's not my style, but the reason I bought it for $3.99 is because in my video yesterday, I showed you the picture that Josh got at the antique place of that huge like water heater boiler thing with all the pipes sticking out of it, and he wanted to frame it. Ooh, I'm out of breath. Why am I talking so fast? Anyway, he wanted to frame it, so I went and got a couple frames yesterday. So if he wants either one, he can use them. If not, I'll just redonate them. The reason I got this one is because he likes the color red or maroons, like the darker reds. I'm not a huge fan of that color, but I thought this would look really nice in his office. It actually has these nice little, I don't know, it's brass. What is that? Whatever. Decor, whatever. So it's got like, you can put it, it's nice because it has this. So you can sit on this desk, or if he wants to hang it, it does have the little hanger thingy. I'm sure there's a technical name for it. But anywho, got that for him. And then next Goodwill, where's my pile? Oh, here we go. The next Goodwill, I found him another frame. Now this, I'm a little mad at this. I paid $4 for it. It's a cheap frame. Like, it's so cheap. It's probably a dollar store thing. Reason I got it, though, and I think they probably charge a little bit more, is because for the artwork, they're thinking, I guess they're thinking you're going to hang it and use it for, like, the picture that's in it. But, oh, you know what I just realized? It doesn't really have a back hanging thing. It's, oh, this is how cheap it is. Look, it's like, I think you can pull this thing up. No, I don't know if he's good. Well, okay. I got three thoughts going on at once here. Let me just continue with where I'm at. So the reason I got this is more of a simple frame. It's just the gold and black. But also, the picture that Josh has is a little bit smaller than an 8x10. So if you put it in here, there's no matting, there's no nothing, there's nothing to cover the edge. So I thought, well, with this one, what we could do is take out this whole paper and then just take like an exact, like a razor and just kind of cut along the line here, and then use this like black and white paper on the edges to kind of frame his picture. But actually what we might end up doing is take the paper out of here, use it to frame his picture, and then stick it in here, which actually might work better because this has a couple options for display. So that might be a thing. Okay, so now that I figured all that out, oh, next item, I'm going to show you kind of in orders I got things. I got this really cool cutting board. It's buggered up, but for $3.99, yeah, $3.99, as much as the cheapy frame I just bought. But this is that Danish, I have no idea how you pronounce it. Dansk, I guess. Designs, Denmark. So I got all excited when I saw that. Again, it's gonna be backwards. I got all excited when I saw that. When I went to Google it, the first one that popped up was like, I don't know, first dibs for like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, yes. But then realistically, I looked at eBay and I looked at the sold ones, and they're selling for around like $35 to $40. So, you know, I'm not gonna get rich on them. But it does have, unfortunately, it does have this little cut out of it, and then it's really, really used. So I was on the fence whether, like, do I keep it, do I buy it, or do I buy it, do whatever. And it actually works out because I have, taking out the price tag, I have a couple wooden, like, I call them charcuterie boards, but it's like a huge leaf. Like, it's a big leaf, and they have a smaller leaf, and they have little wood compartments, and they're like very vintage. If you know what I'm talking about, then maybe I'll take a picture and throw it in here, what I'm talking about. But I've used them a couple times, and I don't think I'm going to use them again. I was actually thinking of getting rid of them, and I had them on my countertop as display, like kind of propped up. So what I might end up doing is transfer those out, redonate those, or see if somebody wants those, and then put this back up here, because I am coming across a lot of this dance stuff. I got the turquoise pot a couple weeks back, and then I found that yellow pan the other day at the other thrift store. So all of a sudden, this stuff is like coming at me. So I kind of want to hold on to it because it's really, really nice stuff, and I'm getting really good deals. So, you know, why not? But anyway, sorry, I'm distracted with this price tag. I need to get it off. Anyway, so got that. And I think I can lightly sand it up, like oil it with some, like, you know, food safe oil, olive oil or mineral oil or what have you. And then I got, sorry, distracted by my little piece of trash there. I got these really cute bowls. I stopped, what did I pay? $4.99. I recorded a little bit in the second Goodwill, but between holding the picture frame and the chopping board, wood board, whatever, I couldn't film for a real long time, so there's not a whole lot of footage. But so our I don't know if you can hear it, but we've got pumps in our basement to pump water out, and the one is literally underneath our bedroom, so it's turning on and off. So if you hear this rumble, that's what it is. I don't know if you can hear it, and it sounds concerning, but it's okay. But I honestly got and this is Japan on the bottom. I have not researched them, but for $4.99, I got 5 of them. That's $1 each, and I love the pink and white. And to me, this is like a rice bowl, so I'm probably gonna keep one and either sell the other 4 or give them away or something. But I just love them. Part of me wants to keep all 4 of them because it's a cool set. I just don't know if I'd use them, and I really like my rice and noodle bowls. Like, I like each and every bowl to be different because I'm weird that way. And the last item I got there, as soon as I saw this, I instantly knew I had to get it. No idea what I'm going to do with it, but I'm in love. I'm in love with all the pictures and the colors on this tin. Ah, I'm eating my hair. Let's see if I can get a little closer there. There we go. Oh, I just love it. I don't think it's all that old, but it's a good size. I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it. So it'd be good for holding stationery. I'm going to take a little thing of cookies to your guest house. This would look really nice in it. If you're going to like a little picnic, this will hold things together. I mean, there's so many uses. I don't need to go over the details of that. But, okay. So then I went to the antique shop. Sorry. Coffee break. So much better. So then I went over to the antique shop next to the Goodwill. Walked around there. They actually have some really neat stuff this time around for their silent auction. Now, it doesn't end for a few weeks, but I did bid on a couple items, but I will go back in a couple weeks and check on them. But I did do a little walking around. I did do a little shopping. So the one booth I just love so much. So I got a few things from her booth. The first thing I got was this really cool horse cookie cutter. I got a twofold, one because it's vintage and it's really cool. Like she said, it's really old, and she had literally just put it out. I got talking with her and the lady who was there. So sweet. But the reason I got this is because this Saturday is the Kentucky Derby, and Josh and I love to watch the Kentucky Derby. Like, we make a thing of it. We get our drinks together, we get our food together, we sit and watch it, and it's on our bucket list to someday go to the Kentucky Derby. But it's so pricey, and like, and I get really anxious when I go someplace for the first time. So knowing that, like, it's going to be huge crowds and it's going to be a little overwhelming at first, I still want to go, but I know that it's going to be stressful if and when we do go. But I had to get this anyway, because I thought maybe I'll make some cookies this week and we'll have like horsey cookies. Anyway. And then I got this board. Don't ask me why. I just thought it was really cute. It's just a nice little board for, I guess, writing your letters if you're like sitting on a sofa or whatnot. But I got it because my eyeballs were instantly drawn to it because of all the colors and the different flower pictures. Some tape on this I gotta take off. The lady was trying to take it off in the store, but I think she was concerned she was going to hurt it. I don't know. Because it's just like a vinyl. So she's like, I'll let you take care of that. I'm like, that's fine. Because she kept picking away at it. I'm like, don't pick too hard now. But actually, it's fine because it's a really... anyway, I'll do the rest of that later. But it's like, it's vinyl. It's fine. It's not going to... I'm trying to get the right lighting so you can see the texture of it. But anyway, the back's just blue. Oh! I just noticed there was writing on the back. 6 pieces desk set, Bernard, for Lubin & Sons, New York, made in Japan. It's got 6 pieces. I want to find the other pieces. So anyway, that's that. Oh, I don't know if I get the price for the cookie cutter. I think was $6, and then this was like $3.25. It was like practically nothing. Another reason I bought it because I figured for that cheap, I don't care. It's cute. I'll find something for it. But the last item I got, which at first I wanted to get it. But then I'm like, no, it's a little pricey. And then I'm like, screw it. I love it. I'm going to buy it. But then this morning, I'm like, why did I buy that? I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And it wasn't cheap. But I got this cute tin. I actually have it on my video. But I just liked it. I love it so much. It's got these cute little handles. Look at that. I mean, really, can you blame me? I do think this was $19. A little bit more than I usually spend on just a normal tin. Oh, and the tin, I think I forgot to tell you the tin. Sorry, forgot to say, this was $1.99 at Goodwill. So this is only $2. And this one was $19. But I'm sorry, it was so cute. I've never seen anything like it. I'm sure there's plenty more out there. But I love the picture. Again, this is another one of those tins I can just totally picture putting like really good cookies in and going out for a picnic. So she's got her basket of flowers. It's really pretty. I thought it was more of like a pink color, but when I was buying it, the lady's like, oh, it's a nice peach. And to be honest, I'm comparing it to my screen. The screen is making this look like bubblegum pink, but it's not. It's more like it's almost like a tan or a peach. So it looks better on screen, but I couldn't walk away without it. It was just really cute, and I'm sure I'll find something to do with it. Anyway, sorry, my throat is so dry today. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the items that I got. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you again to my new subscribers. I really appreciate that. And I hope you're all doing well. Have a good rest of the week. And I have some other I have some other videos in mind. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to be doing next. So, but come back and check in a few days or a week or so. Sometimes I will post 3 or 4 videos in a week, or like maybe 2 or 3. And then sometimes I will the inspiration will hit me. I won't feel like being creative, and I might not post for a week. But just be patient. I will come back around and have videos for you. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well. I will see you later.